Welcome back to another Tera Plays Tera video. Today's video we are going to be going over Tera Console's Cursed Antaroth Abyss. To start off the fight, the boss will do the red AoE mech just like AAHM. A lot of mechs are similar to AAHM, and if you want a refresher, I'll have my guide linked in the description of this video. Next, the boss will throw orbs just like in AAHM. If he throws a purple orb, that'll add 1 stack. Once he gets 4 stacks, he'll do a purple swirl. Red mana, as you can see, is the same as AAHM. Escape option disabled works just like AAHM when the boss is above 39% HP. Puddles is just like AAHM, except they hurt a lot more in Cursed Antaroth Abyss. Color orbs works a lot different in Cursed AA compared to AAHM. To start off with, depending on which side of the boss you are on, you'll either get a red or blue debuff. And as you can see, you want to match colors in here instead of doing the opposite. So if you have the red debuff, you want to break a red orb. The break timing is the same. The only difference is your team's goal is to break all the orbs. So one person may want to try and break 4, while the other 4 people break 1 each, or you could split it up however you want. The catch to this mechanic is your team's goal is to break all the orbs so the boss gets no additional stacks. Red orbs will give the boss an additional stack of attack speed, while blue gives them defense. They can go up to 10 stacks, 1 orb equals 1 stack. Here you can see the boss throwing a purple orb, and I show where to look to see how many stacks he has. Next, the boss is going to do purple mana. Stay till the end of this video and I'll explain purple mana in full detail, along with showing all 4 perspectives of purple mana and slowing the mechanic down. This purple orb coming up is now the 4th orb, which means the boss will do this purple swirl that you have to iframe. If you don't iframe this attack, it'll cause a bleed and knock you back. Splits works just like AAHM, but if the boss goes to the door side, it'll be orbs instead of swirl. Portal side is now swirl instead of orbs. Back hit works just like AAHM, except for it can be interrupted with a tank check now. I'll show that at the end of the video. At 39%, the cage mech works completely different than how AAHM's cage worked. There is no more standing on a color to remove your debuff color. Now you want to remove all the colors from the boss, and once all the colors are gone, everyone can stand on a white space. If one person is on a red space, it'll remove 1 tick of red from the boss. So basically, the first round, have 1 person stand on each color, 2 people on white can float, and then just pay attention the color you're standing on. If the boss needs it removed, go ahead and stand on it. In this video clip, you can see we need people on red for phase 2. Everyone goes to red to remove it, and then everyone goes to white. By the 3rd phase, if all the colors are not gone, you will die. This is no longer a DPS check. At this point, I want to go over a few extra mechanics I didn't go over earlier. That is, the front and back slam is the same as AAHM. Now you'll see tank check. This can happen after 2 or 3 uppercuts. The boss will fist pump an orb and swing at the tank. You want to iframe it. You can block it, but you'll still take a bleed. And this is what happens if you don't do it right. You'll fly away, take a bleed, and most likely die. Now, let's go over purple magic. And now's the time to finally talk about purple magic. The start of purple magic is just like red magic. What changes is the rings. Instead of the rings being just in out, now we have a system of in out or out out. And as you can see here, if the boss slashes to tank's left, you can stay in first, in second, and then go out for the third tick. And now you'll see the boss will slash to the tank's right side. For this pattern, you want to go out and out. When I say out, I mean this loosely, as in you're not going completely out. It's almost like a middle point that you want to sit at. Just take some time experiencing the dungeon where you feel safe. Do know this pattern will follow throughout most of the arena. You can run away if you feel it's necessary, but I suggest learning the pattern. Now let's take a few seconds to look at purple magic from DPS perspective. When the slash is on your right side, you can stay in twice and then bounce out, go out, move slightly out, however you want to get over that wave. As you can see, the first one you can stay in, second tick in, third tick go to that middle area. And this is the fourth and final variant that you can see of purple mana. And it's the slash on left, in, out, in. And the last thing I want to mention about purple magic is there is a slight middle safety net for both slash or both sides that you can, in theory, no matter what side you are on, stay in the middle section, then go to the boss, and then go out. That does work every time. But if you want to do most DPS, the one time where you can stay in twice is better in my opinion. That will be the end of this video. If you found any of this info helpful, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you got any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section. And as always, I hope to see you in Aboria, gamers.